Okay, welcome back. We're going to begin with part one, the joint roll series. We're going to warm up the joints in the body. You have a choice of sitting down or standing up for some of this practice. I'm going to be sitting for some of it to show you that you can do this sitting down, and then I'll stand up and show you some of the joint rolls standing up. So come into a chair, sit nice and tall. We're going to start with the neck. I'm going to circle the neck nice and slow. You could do this standing as well, but if you prefer the chair, please start in the chair and go nice and slow. You may hear a lot of cracking, so make the circle smaller and go slower. Then pause and then reverse the direction a few times, nice and slow. And then make your way back to center. Shoulder rolls. So roll the shoulders up, back, down, and around. So I'm going to stand up for this part. So I'm going to show you could stand up and do this as well. Make sure you're staying up nice and tall, you're grounding the feet down. And then just do some circles with the shoulders. And reverse the direction a few times, nice and slow. Like I said, you could sit down for this, there's no problem with that. And then just relax your shoulders down. So this part you can still sit if you like. You can grab, put your forearms together, interlace your fingers, and draw a figure 8. Nice and slow. You may hear some cracking in the wrist joints. And reverse the direction a few times. Nice and slow. And release those arms and then just circle at your wrist a few times. You may hear the cracking. Just warming up the synovial fluid in the joints. Nice and slow, go the opposite direction. Then push your hands towards the camera and then flip the fingers down. Push the hands out, flip the fingers down. So just doing the wrist here, warming up the wrist a little bit more. Back and forth. Okay, and then release your arms down. So I'm going to stand up for this one. So you're going to stand up, you're going to take your feet a little bit apart, and you're going to swing and tap. Collarbone, lower back, soft knees, collarbone and lower back. You're just going to tap. So this part you may have to stand up for this, and also you'll make sure your back is okay to do this. Little swing and a little tap. And then make your way back to center. I'm going to move the chair because we're going to do the knees. And I know a lot of people have problems with the knees, so go ahead and sit down if you have problems with the knees. Or if you'd like to join me in this one, you can step the feet together. Place your hands on your thighs. Now this might be good for some people just to be here because these are your quad muscles that help protect the knees. So just being here is strength training. You can come into like a chair pose. And for some who like to do a little movement, go ahead and circle at the knees. So these are different options. So you could just be right here, or go ahead and round those knees, nice and slow, and reverse the direction. And then come back up. You may hear the knees cracking a little bit, but that's good if you're warming up the knee joints as well. But like I said, you can always stay in one position or sit it out. We're going to do a little balancing thing for the legs, for the feet and the ankles. If you need your chair for this, this is great to have the chair near you. You're going to stay up nice and tall, engage the core, find that focal point. Hand on your hip if you're using the chair. Step back on your right toes. So I hope you can see me. I'm on my right toes. If you have any injuries to the toes or a lot of arthritis in the toes, please sit this one out. Otherwise, be here with the toes on the floor. You may feel a big stretch in the front part of your leg. And then go ahead and circle on the tops of those toes. Once again, use the chair for balance. Stay focused, and then reverse the direction a few times, nice and slow. So sometimes our toes get kind of stuck when we have boots on or shoes on or flip-flops in the summer. It's kind of nice to get a little movement in the toes. It may feel weird, it might take a few times to get going here. Then take that foot out and shake it out and place the foot back down on the ground. To the other side, if you need the chair, go ahead and switch sides. Once again, stand up nice and tall, hands could be on the hips. Step the left foot back. All 5 toes are on the floor. Once again, if you have arthritis bad in the toes or any injuries, sit this out. Otherwise, go ahead and circle on the tops of those toes. You may hear some cracking. And then reverse the direction. And step that foot forward, wiggle those toes, and place that foot down. Okay, so those are just some simple, easy things you could do at home, the joint roll series. And stay tuned for part 2, where we're going to do a lot of stretching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to get the notifications when I post the next part. And I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to hit the button. Have a good night.